Have you ever opened up about something deeply personal, only to later wish you had kept it to yourself? As we grow older, we gain experience and wisdom, but we also realize that some matters are better left unspoken. In this video, I will discuss 5 crucial things you should refrain from sharing with your family after turning 65. These aren't about keeping secrets for the sake of secrecy, but about safeguarding your peace, dignity, and relationships. Stick around until the end because understanding these points can prevent unnecessary regrets and even strengthen your bond with your loved ones. Before we dive in, I would truly appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps in spreading valuable lessons for older adults. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so and turning on the notification bell so you never miss out on important insights. Also, if you enjoy this video, comment with a number 1. If you think improvements can be made, comment with a 0 so I can make better content for you. Now, let's get started. With each passing year, we accumulate a wealth of knowledge, shaped by our victories and setbacks. However, alongside wisdom comes the weight of reflection, sometimes tinged with regret. The longer we live, the more we analyze the choices we made, the paths we didn't take, and the words left unsaid. A common regret many older adults express is that they revealed too much, offering personal thoughts, vulnerabilities, and concerns that would have been better kept private. Contrary to popular belief, there is great strength in discretion. Knowing what to share and what to withhold is a sign of wisdom. Not every thought, fear, or painful experience needs to be laid bare, even within the family. This isn't about dishonesty. Rather, it's about maintaining personal dignity, emotional resilience, and ensuring that our struggles do not become an undue burden on our loved ones. There are 5 specific topics that a wise individual should be cautious about discussing. Failing to recognize this can lead to unintended consequences. One of the most significant yet often overlooked aspects of life that should be guarded closely is personal regret. Regret is an incredibly heavy burden, and as we age, the temptation to unload these feelings onto our family members grows. We may hope that sharing past mistakes and missed opportunities will bring closure or even absolution. However, while it may offer a temporary sense of relief, the long-term effects can be more harmful than we realize. When an elder reveals their deepest regrets, especially to their children, it can alter the way they view their own lives. A father admitting that he wishes he had pursued a different career might unintentionally make his children question their own professional choices. A mother confessing that she regrets a past relationship or life decision could leave her children wondering whether they were the product of mistakes rather than cherished decisions. The knowledge that someone they love has carried deep remorse can be unsettling. It has the potential to shift the family dynamic, replacing admiration with sorrow and gratitude with guilt. Children, in particular, may feel powerless in the face of such revelations. They cannot change the past, yet they may internalize these regrets, feeling as if they are linked to past errors rather than being part of a life well lived. Furthermore, dwelling too much on the past can steal from the present. Repeatedly talking about what could have been creates an atmosphere of sadness rather than appreciation for the life that still lies ahead. When discussions are dominated by regrets and what-ifs, family members may feel that their presence is insufficient to bring happiness. Instead of cherishing the time spent together, interactions may become clouded by a lingering sense of loss. Excessive sharing of regrets can create emotional distance rather than closeness. Conversations become heavier, and loved ones may start to withdraw, feeling as though they are carrying a burden they were never meant to bear. Rather than fostering understanding, regret can inadvertently lead to isolation, trapping individuals in a cycle of reliving the past instead of embracing the time they have left. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending that regrets don't exist. Instead, it's about recognizing that some thoughts are best processed privately or shared with those who can provide support without unintended consequences. There is great wisdom in restraint, and often peace is found in what remains unspoken. The most meaningful lessons in life are not always those that are verbalized, but those that are preserved within and reflected upon in solitude. Additionally, dwelling too much on past disappointments can breed bitterness. It's natural to reflect on life's choices and feel a mix of emotions. Expressing regret, when done with the right mindset, can be beneficial for personal growth. It allows for learning, self-awareness, and even the opportunity to offer wisdom to others. However, if regrets become the dominant theme of conversations, they can erode relationships. Constantly revisiting disappointments can make loved ones feel emotionally exhausted, not because they don't care, but because they know they cannot change the past. The inability to offer solutions to unchangeable situations can make them feel helpless and drained. Over time, this pattern can diminish the quality of interactions. Instead of engaging in uplifting conversations, moments spent together may become emotionally taxing. The joy of family gatherings can be overshadowed by the weight of past sorrows. Ultimately, sharing too much about regrets can lead to a sense of detachment, not because family members lack empathy, but because they are unable to continuously shoulder the emotional burden. So, what is the solution? It's important to find a balance between reflection and gratitude. Acknowledging past mistakes privately, seeking closure through personal introspection, or confiding in a trusted confidant outside the family can be healthier alternatives. Sharing valuable life lessons from past experiences without dwelling on negative emotions can be a way to pass on wisdom without creating emotional burdens. Life is a journey filled with both triumphs and challenges. While it's natural to want to share our experiences, understanding the right boundaries is key to maintaining fulfilling relationships. By focusing on the present and cherishing the moments with loved ones, we can ensure that our legacy is one of warmth, wisdom, and appreciation, rather than one overshadowed by past regrets. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more content that helps navigate the later stages of life with grace and dignity. Laughter, connection, and mutual understanding are the pillars of meaningful relationships, yet they can often be overshadowed by sorrow, frustration, or even resentment. The key difference between healthy reflection and dwelling on regret lies in knowing when to voice concerns and when to keep certain thoughts to oneself. This does not mean suppressing emotions or avoiding important discussions. Rather, true wisdom is reflected in the ability to communicate in ways that foster understanding rather than unintentionally burdening others. Instead of dwelling on the past and what cannot be changed, redirecting those reflections into valuable lessons that help others navigate similar challenges can be a more uplifting approach. Turning personal experiences into constructive wisdom offers insight without placing an emotional burden on others. If you are still watching this video and resonate with these reflections, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you're still engaged. Your time is truly appreciated. Similarly, financial matters, while deeply personal, have a profound impact on relationships. Honesty is a virtue, but there is a delicate balance between openness and oversharing, particularly when it comes to money. The way financial information is shared within a family can have lasting effects, sometimes in ways that are difficult to predict. Whether experiencing financial difficulties or enjoying a period of prosperity, both situations can bring complexities to family dynamics that may not be immediately apparent. A simple conversation about financial worries, such as rising expenses, retirement concerns, or unexpected bills, may begin as an expression of frustration, but gradually instill worry in loved ones. Children, regardless of their age, may feel an increasing sense of responsibility for their parents' financial well-being, sometimes at the cost of their own financial stability. A son or daughter who frequently hears about their parents' struggles may feel compelled to offer support, even when it creates a strain on their personal finances or future goals. Over time, this well-intentioned assistance can evolve into an obligation, subtly reshaping relationships from one based on mutual respect and emotional support to one intertwined with financial strain. Conversely, openly discussing financial success can also lead to unintended consequences. While there is no harm in being proud of one's achievements, sharing too many details about financial prosperity can create unrealistic expectations. Family members may begin to assume that because a relative is financially comfortable, they should automatically provide for others. This can lead to dependency, where certain family members come to rely on anticipated financial assistance rather than building their own independence. Additionally, wealth disparities within a family can lead to underlying tensions, even if they are not openly discussed. Siblings who perceive an imbalance in financial standing may begin to compare themselves to one another, leading to feelings of envy, rivalry, or resentment. Discussions about inheritances, financial gifts, or loans can further complicate relationships, as differing expectations and perceived favoritism can spark conflicts that threaten family harmony. Ultimately, financial matters, though unavoidable, should be handled with careful consideration. Transparency is valuable, but discretion is equally important. The way financial struggles or successes are communicated can shape family relationships in significant ways, influencing their dynamics for years. Choosing words thoughtfully, focusing on lessons rather than burdens, and fostering a spirit of encouragement rather than obligation can help preserve both emotional and financial stability within a family. The power of discretion extends far beyond finances, impacting all aspects of life. The way we communicate, what we choose to share, and what we hold back can shape relationships profoundly. While honesty and openness are foundational to strong relationships, wisdom lies in knowing when discretion is the better path. Not every detail of our lives needs to be shared freely, as some topics, when discussed too openly, can alter interactions in ways that may not always be in our best interest. Money, in particular, has a way of influencing human relationships more than we realize. The moment financial details become a regular topic of discussion, the nature of relationships can begin to shift, sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. Instead of being valued for one's wisdom, kindness, and experiences, there is a risk of being seen primarily through a financial lens. If one is financially well off and frequently discusses their wealth, some family members may start to perceive them as a source of financial support rather than simply as a loved one. Even without malice, expectations can develop, and conversations may gradually include subtle hints about financial struggles, leading to an unspoken pressure to offer assistance. Generosity may begin to be taken for granted rather than appreciated. On the other hand, openly discussing financial struggles or hardships can shift the relationship dynamic in an equally challenging way. Family members who once saw someone as independent and self-sufficient may start viewing them as a burden. Even if they deeply care, they may hesitate in conversations, worried about the extent of the struggle and how much support is expected of them. Some may even distance themselves, uncertain about how to help or unwilling to take on additional financial responsibility. Both scenarios, being perceived as a financial resource or a financial burden, can erode the genuine emotional bonds that form the foundation of healthy relationships. Love and respect should not be tied to financial status, yet when financial details are overly shared, it becomes difficult to prevent these shifts in perception. Ultimately, the key to maintaining strong, supportive relationships is understanding the value of discretion. Some matters are best kept private or shared selectively to preserve the natural balance of relationships. Financial discussions, in particular, require careful thought. Whether facing financial hardships or enjoying success, framing discussions around valuable lessons rather than personal burdens or entitlements ensures that relationships remain rooted in mutual respect and care. By maintaining a thoughtful approach to what we share, we can foster stronger, healthier connections built on understanding rather than obligation. There is immense wisdom in handling financial discussions with care. While financial transparency is essential within a trusted marriage or partnership, sharing intricate details with extended family members is often unnecessary and, in some cases, unwise. Instead of openly discussing every aspect of your financial situation, it is often more impactful to offer guidance, share financial insights, and encourage financial literacy, among others. Leading by example rather than disclosing personal details allows you to maintain control over your financial narrative while still providing valuable knowledge to those around you. Family relationships are intricate, shaped by history, emotions, and deeply ingrained dynamics that have evolved over a lifetime. In these relationships, it can be tempting to voice personal opinions about certain family members, particularly in moments of frustration or emotional intensity. When someone's actions or choices evoke strong feelings, expressing those opinions can feel like a natural way to release emotions and seek validation. However, what may seem like a harmless statement can have long-term consequences beyond the immediate moment. Once spoken, words cannot be taken back. They have the power to influence relationships in ways that may not be immediately visible, but can unfold over time, sometimes creating irreversible divisions. A single expression of disappointment in a son-in-law, a critical remark about a sibling, or a moment of exasperation toward an adult child can linger in the minds of those who hear it. Even when spoken in confidence, such opinions often have a way of spreading, sometimes in ways we never intended. Imagine a scenario where a grandparent shares disappointment in a granddaughter's career choice. That sentiment, once voiced to another family member, does not disappear. Over time, it may be subtly repeated, eventually reaching the granddaughter herself. Even if the statement was made out of concern rather than criticism, it may leave a lasting emotional scar. She may feel the need to prove herself, or worse, believe that her family has already given up on her. This is why discretion is a crucial element in maintaining strong family bonds. Choosing to withhold certain opinions does not equate to dishonesty, but rather demonstrates mindfulness of the weight our words carry. Healthy relationships require thoughtful communication, and not every thought or frustration needs to be verbalized. Restraint can be a powerful tool. Honesty is vital, but it must be tempered with consideration for how our words will be received and how they will shape our relationships. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, drop a comment below with the number 2 to let me know that you're still with me. Your time is truly appreciated. As we age, conversations about health naturally become more frequent. Our bodies undergo changes, new challenges arise, and staying proactive about medical concerns becomes a priority. However, if health issues dominate every discussion, it can unintentionally alter the way family members perceive and interact with us. When younger relatives repeatedly hear about ailments, doctor visits, and physical limitations, they may, often unknowingly, begin to see their aging loved ones as fragile or dependent. Where they once saw strength, wisdom, and capability, they may now approach interactions with concern, caution, or even pity. This shift is rarely intentional or unkind, but it can change family dynamics in unexpected ways. While it is important to share health updates when necessary, it is equally essential to ensure that health does not become the defining focus of interactions. Conversations should continue to be filled with laughter, stories, and discussions about hobbies, passions, and meaningful experiences. By maintaining a well rounded dialogue, we reinforce the idea that we are more than just our physical health. We are individuals with rich histories, valuable wisdom, and ongoing contributions to make. Fear is a natural part of life, especially as we grow older and face uncertainties about the future. Worries about aging, loneliness, health, or the state of the world are understandable, and expressing concerns is a normal emotional process. However, when discussions become dominated by fear and anxiety, they can place an emotional burden on those around us. Loved ones may want to provide reassurance, but if they feel powerless to change the situation, they may begin to withdraw from conversations. Over time, if interactions consistently revolve around worries and negative outcomes, family members may start approaching calls or visits as obligations rather than moments of joy. True strength is not about ignoring fear, but about ensuring it does not overshadow the present. By choosing to focus on joy, gratitude, and shared experiences, we can keep our relationships rooted in warmth and connection rather than worry and distress. Discretion is not about withholding love or shutting down meaningful conversations. It is about knowing when and how to share information in a way that nurtures relationships rather than straining them. Whether it is financial matters, personal opinions, health concerns, or worries about the future, thoughtful communication ensures that our relationships remain built on trust, respect, and genuine connection. In the end, the most meaningful relationships are sustained not just through honesty, but through wisdom, kindness, and the ability to navigate life's complexities with grace. We have discussed 5 important topics that are best kept private after the age of 65, not to create distance, but to safeguard our peace, dignity, and relationships. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one lesson from this video that you will start applying in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue learning from each other. If you found this video insightful, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support enables us to keep creating valuable content tailored just for you. Stay tuned for more tips on how to embrace aging with wisdom, confidence, and joy. Until next time, take care and keep thriving.